content catch-up.
All right, we're ready to go?
Yeah, ready. Waiting for you, lassie.
Jesus, that was actually pretty impressive, Julian Wallace.
Thank you.
Friends and enemies. I've just been cut off by Shrek Jules in the building, but we're back for another episode. What is it? Episode 12 of season 3. Welcome, everyone.
12.
Thanks
Hello,
for
Michael.
tuning in. Hello, Jules. How are we?
So good to see you. Oh, great. How are you?
Really good. Really good.
Yeah?
Got to see your face on the weekend, yeah?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thanks for everyone. Thousands of messages flooded the inbox. I couldn't get to all of them, but yeah, appreciate it.
So the big 2-9. How do you
I'm
feel?
I'm not sure if it's a big 2-9, but I feel pretty stock standard. Always been a bit of a silly question.
I feel like every year around the sun is a big year.
Yeah, I feel good though. I feel alive. Ready to tackle the world.
Oh, don't. Like below the shoulders, above the knees.
Holding the ball, footy gags.
How
are you? How are you, Jules? How do you enjoy the weekend? Were you graced us with your presence?
Very good. Of course, I graced you with my presence. It was your birthday. I had a very nice time at the Railway Hotel, which is
I left before
quickly becoming your birthday destination, isn't it?
Well, the issue is I simply don't know places. So once I find a place that's reasonable, let's go back there. It used to be Campari House in the city, and that's where we went every year. And then bang, Railway Hotel. You're welcome.
Should have gone Campari House.
Yeah? Oh, or maybe next year. Big 3-0.
Maybe next year. But yeah, big 3-0, big 2-9. How's that going to taste?
Oh, here we go. Oh, bless you.
No, bless you.
Good insight.
Good insight into the show. Talk us through what else happened on your birthday. I'm sure the fans want to know.
Yeah, well, just seeing the family, pub dinner with Dad. That was nice. Friday night, Saturday morning.
Chicken parma.
What did I do? No, chicken
schnitty on Friday night. Yep.
Yeah, just thought I'd go a bit different, extend my orders. What else did I do? Saturday morning,
Saturday
brekkie.
brunch.
Yeah, brunch, whatever you want to call it. And then, drinks in the afternoon with you, and good to see everyone in one place. It was good. Nothing extraordinary, but yeah, good weekend.
Extraordinary. Very good. The lovely Elise got you a wonderful birthday present.
Yes. 9 t-shirts from, I think ASOS. Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but hey, click by sale. ASOS, if you want to sponsor this show, you're my go-to. And one pair of shorts.
And
a steamer, if that's what you're going for. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. A steamer. Like, are we talking a clothes steamer or like a dim sim steamer?
No, a clothes steamer, but if it works for both. No, because I often feel like I should iron, say, a t-shirt, or more often than I'm happy to get the ironing board out for shirts, for work shirts, but if a t-shirt is a bit crinkly, I just can't bother getting the ironing board out. So now I've got a more, easy option at it.
Nah, love it. I rate that. I'm going to have to pick your brain on this offline, because I am the same. I hate ironing shit, because you take the iron out. You always do it in a rush. You take the iron out, you take the ironing board out, and then because you've done it so quickly, you have to leave the iron and the ironing board out to cool down. And you're just like, oh, fuck, it's there now when I get home. Might as well leave it there because I'll do something tomorrow.
Just leave
a trap.
it set up. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the steamer. Fun story, when I used to work at Harvey Norman, steamers were the top of the line. Like, they were popular. Anyway.
Remember people used to get them for their grout? Anyway, yeah, we don't need to talk about steamers, do we? Sorry.
Well,
this is not the Steam podcast.
Steam Catchup.
True.
Anything else from your week?
Skip it if they hate it.
Anything else from your week that you want to touch on?
Not much. Did a run. Then, so we joined a pub football league, me and Marnie.
Yes, you were saying.
To the lovely people at the Labour in Vain Hotel have had us along for the last couple of weeks. So,
and do you want to touch on what that? I wasn't sure what it actually was, but it is what it sounds like.
Yeah, so I'd never heard of it before either. One of Marnie's friends put us onto it, and it was basically pubs within inner city Melbourne, I believe it is. Like, they get together and they actually have like a league of teams. Like each team represents a different pub. Season starts in July. There's 8 or so games, mixed teams, and then you just go to a pub afterwards and have a drink.
It's awesome. I love that.
It's brilliant. I'm sure it's going to get to a stage where it gets a bit competitive, but right now it's a bit fun.
Is it because it's a pub league? Are there sort of set nights that you go to the said pub and just have a meal together, or?
Well, this is the interesting thing. Look, we've only been there for 2 weeks, so I'm not going to say I'm the expert in pub league football, but the last 2 weeks after training, they have put a call out for anyone who wants to go to the pub to go along. Just the last 2 weeks, Carlton's been playing footy on Sunday, so haven't been able to head along. But would love to.
Enough.
Probably the next time I will take them up on that offer, because you know me, I don't mind a pub.
Yeah, do it and let us know how it goes. I'm sure the listeners are keen. And just quickly, before we get into content, welcome to the YouTube listeners, because I just hit record. So, hey, Garn, thanks for joining us.
It's been recording this whole time.
No, but like the proper screen record. So it's all right. If it's a bit shorter on the YouTube version, you'll know why. But we've addressed them and we can move on.
Welcome. On YouTube, if you're listening to this, sorry, we should do this at the end, but I'm going to do it now. Feedback on our live episode, obviously, without the technical difficulties, we'll get better at that. But if you enjoyed it, please let us know, because it was fun for us. Probably something we want to get better at, and we'll do more of if people like it.
Yes,
that's that.
I agree. I think it was fun. I think we need to figure out how to turn the chat on as well, because that would have been a difference maker, because for whatever reason, it wasn't. But again, learning process. All right. Should we get into some content? Let's do it. Talk us through what you got.
I don't know whether my Twitter algorithm has changed this week or something, but I've been seeing some amazing graphics. And I've got 3 examples that I'd like to bring. This whole thread is fucking sensational. Skull Sparks, not even sure what they are. There you go.
You go.
Digital brand and strategy. Connect America's largest network of sports, design, digital and video creatives. So
Sounds
Skull
like
Sparks.
Give us a follow.
On Twitter. And Barks is now following him, so just head to our follows. But this is just a thread of some of the best graphics of the week. They call it the Saturday Sparks. And you've just got a whole collection of college basketball. This one is my favorite. For those playing along at home, it's the Florida, I think it's the Florida Gators or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, they've played the Florida Gators, this team. And the winning graphic they've posted is that one of their players holding a real gator. I'm guessing photoshopped. Yeah. So you see the score down the bottom.
I'd assume Photoshop.
Yeah. Unreal. So such a cheeky graphic. Love it.
Also because they clearly prepped it and thought of it before the actual game, obviously. Yeah. Sometimes the Miami Heat of the world, they can sort of do a clever sort of take on their opposition of trying to beat them, but obviously this is done beforehand. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Matt, do you think this would ever work in anything other than college?
I think so. Well,
the arrogance of it?
I don't know. I don't see it as arrogance. I think it's just humor.
Clever.
But people probably would get their, because people are people, humans being humans, would get their back up. But you imagine us holding a big tiger above us after the AFL round
Captain
1 win.
Carlton holding up a tiger.
Giving a tiger a noogie. I'd be all for that. What was that?
The bloody vegans would be upset. Anyway, next one.
Sure.
Come on.
Sweet gators.
Wrestling. This is a Greco-Roman wrestling graphic. So again, for those at home,
first.
2 faded out wrestlers in the foreground, but then the tickets of I don't know, it's just cool. This is a really
plain tickets,
clever graphic. Yeah.
It's neat.
And
it's
one
different.
more.
Oh.
Regular season.
Busy boy.
Champs graphic. How good is this? Busy, but clever way to show personality of all players in one photo. And simple, I think.
I like it. I'm not sure if it's too busy. I'm just trying to think if I'd prefer like one of them blowing up. But you're right. If you're trying to show it'd be good. It's a good way to represent every single player or most of the players as opposed to one or two. Cool.
Yep. And so there's heaps of these in this thread. I will do a better job of uploading this to the spreadsheet this week, but give it a look. If you're looking for some inspiration and how to do a few different things, this is a really cool thread to follow for any graphics designer. My next example, Bucks.
Yes, sir.
A Liverpool one.
Liverpool.
How cool is this? Irons versus... Sorry. Yeah. It's not Liverpool. It's West Ham v Liverpool. So, Liverpool, home of the Beatles. Beatles, famous Abbey Road record graphic where they're walking across the zebra crossing. Integrate that into a graphic. Very, very clever.
I like it. It's trying to be a bit different with it.
I'm seeing a lot more of these. There's that person on Twitter who I've pretty much just liked every one of their graphics. Steph, something. I think she works for. Where does Luka Doncic play?
Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas. I think she works for the Mavericks. Oh, sorry, they work for the Mavericks. Really cool, niche graphics. Sometimes uses paper, scans it in, and fucks with it.
Oh, yeah. You remember you shouting Steph, was it Steph out last week?
I'm pretty sure it's Steph, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing more and more of these unique, individual graphics kind of pop up for games rather than templates. It's almost like designers are going templates. Done that so often.
Yeah, do you think they're just getting a bit bored? They want to make each opposition... You want to make the graphic cater to them. I know we do cater graphics typically to the opposition, but it's just a opposition player. Whereas now they're probably thinking, oh, it's a bit stale.
I think it's there's only so much you can do with templates.
Yeah.
So it is stale, right? It is stale. If you've got a really cool story you want to tell for the game that week, like this, obviously you probably wouldn't do this if you played Liverpool again or whatever it is, but for the one game or whatever it is you play them in the season, it's cool to put in a bit more effort. I don't imagine that would have taken that much more time than it's not like it's overly complicated, I don't think.
No, but the one thing I think about is the approval process of getting their brand and their guidelines, because if you've got a template, it's all ticked off, right? So you'd obviously...
Yeah, that's true. But maybe AFL's the only one that cares about it that much. Anyway. Let's keep going.
Last one for you.
Last one for me. This is a Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls.
Big on your accents tonight.
So, Jimmy.
He's a good follow, Jimmy Mitchell. Yeah.
Jimmy Mitchell. Shout out, Jimmy. He's a good follow. We're not following him.
No, it's on us. I follow.
So, Jimmy has tweeted this great graphic he's put out about for DeMar DeRozan.
What is with you and accents tonight? I'm sort of liking it. Shrek enters the show.
I'm just giving people what they want.
How's Jules going to outro the show? I can't wait.
You're not going to know until the end. But anyway, DeMar from Jimmy, beautiful graphic. So the power of controlling your own photos into an actual graphic. He's taken all the photos. He's put the graphic together. Looks really nice. Different, unusual.
Real crossover of in front of the LEDs, in front of like I relate it to video. I started purely from editing, and the interest grew back. The interest grew from oh geez, I'd love to actually edit what I film. Whereas this sort of relates because you can be a graphic designer, but to actually make it purely from your photos is pretty cool.
It's very cool. So they're my 3 bits of content. So all graphics, but I thought, give some graphic designers a little bit of love.
Bit of a theme, and you got to theme things up. So you've done well. Really short one for me this week, Jules. Not a huge. It's a bit of silly content from our AFL world. I just thought it's a good way. So it's the Hawthorn Footy Club. They've done just a bit of raw content that it doesn't look scripted too much. It might be a little, but I thought it was a neat way just to show the players' personalities from a different sort of angle. So they've literally just whatever it might be on their media day or whatever it is that the players are all signing their Guernseys, and they're sort of, it looks like, I don't know how much the players would have been involved, but I think they've set up where they pass. So all the Guernseys are in the line, all the players are signing it, and they're just passing random objects through the line for them to sign it. And it's sort of just getting the raw, what I assume is the raw player reaction. So I'll give it a watch. It probably doesn't need sound, but so the first one is a banana, and they're signing the banana. And there's a bit of like fun TikTok. They're basically just trying to push people to follow their TikTok. Chopping board, KFC bucket. It's just silly, but I think it's just like, it's really short, and it's sort of the winning content, like the short content that we talk about so often. But I just thought it was a good little way of like that little reaction from, I've gone blank. What's his name?
Jaeger? Is that Jaeger? No.
I
don't know Hawthorn players, sorry.
Yeah, one of the Hawthorn players sort of looks at the camera, like eyeballs it, and sort of looks at it like, are you serious? I just think it's cool. I think it's a good push, and they've even like commented on.
It's Wingard, that's who it is.
Oh, Siri.
Chad Wingard.
Wingard, yes. I just think they've even commented on, guys, head over to our TikTok page to try and win the one from one signed pizza board.
That's so cool. That's a great bit of content.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things because you've got to be at like, sometimes you get sent to the signing day. It's like, oh, you want to get content from it? It's like, what are you going to get?
Yeah, and it's just like, you're just thinking, it's just literally a random idea followed through, and it's probably, I assume, would get people to take TikTok. So I just wanted to shout that out.
Very good. That's a good find. On your Hawthorn.
Egg of the week, Jules. We're going straight to it.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say egg of the week, right?
Okay.
Because I just tried to make a bloody soft-boiled egg just then, and I went to peel it, and it ended up just like bursting in my hand. So I feel like I'm an egg of the week for not being able to cook the egg of the week. But anyway,
that's all right.
Let's push on.
That's all right. I often stuff up things in the kitchen, so we're similar.
I've got a story, egg of the week story.
I love stories.
I'm going to try and make this really quick and succinct, even though it made my blood boil when it happened at the time. So coming home from your birthday party, 3 of us in the back of an Uber, myself, Marnes, Strange, all work within the AFL. We get into the Uber, you always start your nice little chats. It's like, well, what have you been doing? This, that, whatever. He starts talking about footy. We're like talking about different players. And then he turns around and he's like, oh, I just don't think that Christian Petrarca's a very good player though. And we all kind of look at each other and I'm like, oh, that's a hot take. Like, people have hot takes, whatever. So we kind of let that one slide and we're like, oh, he won a Norm Smith medal. It's not that bad. Like, pretty good player.
Key player to a premiership.
Key player. And then he starts going on this tear. And it's like this. It's like, I don't know why they invest so much money in redevelopment of stadiums. And we're like, again, trying to keep it civil. You're in an Uber with someone, right? Like, you don't want to get that 1-star rating. Yeah. And we're like, oh, I can understand what you're saying. Like, maybe they put too much money into sport, but at the end of the day, like, you redevelop a stadium or like whatever it might be, and it brings in jobs. It means more people can work at the stadium, more people can go to the stadium, stimulates the economy, all this kind of stuff. And then he's like, yeah, but you can't actually tell me after all the redevelopments they did at GMHBA Stadium, which is the Geelong Cats home ground for people who don't follow AFL that much. You can't tell me that meant that much to the economy, or like more people go because they did it. And at which point we're like, okay, this guy's an absolute egg. And we're like, I reckon most people in Geelong go to the football every week. It's sold out pretty much all the time. Yeah. And then he's like, didn't stop there. It's like, so he's lost one stadium argument. Yeah. And then he's gone, oh, hold on. But what about, what's Carlton's home ground? That one, Princess Park. Like, they're doing a big redevelopment there. Like, they don't even play football there anymore. I'm like,
God. Very
they
clueless fella.
Yeah, they do. They play football there. And he's like, oh, what, once or twice a season? And I'm like, nah, like every week. They play there pretty much every week. AFLW, VFLW, NAB League, VFL, whatever it might be. Someone's using that stadium every week. Oh, but why do I have to put so much money into it? Like, where's that money better spent? Same with the Australian Open. Like, you see them invest so much in the Australian Open, and where does the money go? I'm like, this is where you kind of like have to narrow the look.
Yeah,
you wish
it's
you
not worth
could
it.
narrow into the guy and be like, mate, the money goes back into jobs, which stimulates the economy. It's an international sport, Australian Open. It generates a lot of money. What about the Grand Prix? At that stage, I nearly got out of the Uber. I was like, done.
Or my trick, just fake sleep. Go to sleep.
I can't do that halfway through a conversation. I have narcolepsy, man.
I'm pretty sure our mate Critter says he does that.
Well, just sleeps in the car.
Like literally, no, halfway. Just fake it. No, he sounds like a big egg that probably just having a shit day by the sounds of it. Just wants to complain about something.
Just a lot of shit takes.
I've got a good egg this week, Jules.
Yeah.
If you're a mop boy or girl or person, whoever you are, mopping sweat off the floors during a professional sporting match, the one thing you probably want to do is to not get in the play. Well, I've probably seen the worst case from a Minnesota Timberwolves game of somebody literally just watch it. So player steals the ball. He literally stops a fast break. They don't score from it. So there's a mop boy. There's actually two of them if we watch it back that are doing the sweep up. A player steals the ball. So they're not... the ball's not expecting to come back down this way, but the player with the ball literally drives into him and hits the mop person. And you feel bad for him, but you're an egg. You got one job, but I also feel for you. Good defense.
Have some awareness. Yeah.
Straight up.
What were some of the comments?
Timballs posted on it. They didn't even turn and continued to sweep. We respect the commitment. I think it was just referring to, he keeps sweeping. What LA fitness is going on here? Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. You're an egg.
Great.
I actually noticed this one minutes before we went live, but people this is sort of ironic. Our friend Patty, I don't know if you saw this from Collingwood, but
yeah, I did.
They tweeted, so they obviously filmed a mic up and they mic'd up on the track with one of their players, and they tweeted out, thoughts on us posting this first mic'd up of 2022. Drop below who you think it is. So clearly one of those tweets just to try to make the fans feel like they're in control of the content. Big Peter, just do it. Stop trying to engage with us. You know people want to see the clip, just post it. But I think it's pretty funny that he's engaging to complain about engaging.
Peter.
Can't win sometimes.
Can't win on social media, can you? Yeah.
You want to engage with them, you want to connect with it, and then your fans are complaining about you wanting to engage with them.
Oh my God. People suck, man. Just get over it.
Yep.
People are just trying to do their fucking jobs, honestly.
I still don't get what makes people feel relevant to actually take the time out of your day or night to tweet these things or post on these things. Like, what do you get out of it? It's crazy.
It's just like, I think it's like talkback radio, right? People just get some sort of like gratification of seeing or hearing their own thoughts.
Especially if they get a response. Yeah, it's true. Let's flip the switch. Let's go on to the positives. Boss of the week. I've got a boss.
You got one? You go first.
No. You go. Sorry. There you go. Mine's better.
No. Okay. I don't think it is, but... All right. There's content, there's branding, and then there's this, Sparks. This might be the greatest name of a company I've ever seen.
Tony Cork's Pro Sealers.
Tony Cork's
That's brilliant.
Pro Sealers. Outstanding.
First comment, do a kickflip.
So
That's very good.
It's just some sort of tradie, and they have made their business called Tony Cork Pro Sealers. For those who don't get the reference, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. His logo is done in the same way. It's brilliant.
That's brilliant. No words needed. Greater Melbourne region, let's shout him out.
Yeah,
that's about
Tony Cork on Instagram, tonycork.com.au. Not sponsored. We should be sponsored because this is brilliant. Well done, Tony.
I'd go out of my way to get a spot. Imagine being able to intro Boss of the Week, Jules, and being able to be brought to you by Tony Cork's Pro Sealers. We should do it anyway.
I'm about to go rip out some cork from my house just so I can get him in.
No, I just wanted a quick Boss of the Week. If you're watching on YouTube, you might be able to notice an addition in the background. Jules organised. I assume it was you that organised this Adela Vadova jersey. It's a Looney Tunes jersey. The focus isn't on it, but added to the Guernsey wall in the background. Bit of a birthday gift. So you're my Boss of the Week. Well done. Thank you.
I mean, it's your birthday, but thank everyone that was involved.
Yeah.
Can I do it? Can I do a retrospective egg? Actually,
Is it me?
No, it's not you. Bloody the NBL can't find an Indigenous Guernsey in Rebel Sport.
Well, is it a boss for being so popular and people bought it?
No, they just were never available.
Oh, okay.
It's not even out of stock.
Let's
just not available.
Want to dial Darren in?
Yeah, Darren. I think I complained to him on the weekend, to be fair.
What did he say?
Nothing.
Remember.
No comment off the record.
Media manager. Yeah, that's pretty poor form, actually. But hey, Looney Tunes is still good. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, No, maybe next year. For the big 30.
You're
also, can I just say, you're an incredibly hard person to try and work out what to get a present for.
Jeez, that sounds a bit insulting. Money is fine.
I mean,
what else? What actually went? What else went through your mind? Talk us through it.
Had a few thoughts. So the Guernsey was the easiest one that I'd thought of because it's easily accessible. I thought of like a cool camera strap, like a different one.
Okay, one of those ones like wedding photographer style. You got like 5 cameras attached to you.
Oh, not like a harness. I was thinking more of just like you can get like custom made ones. That was one of the ideas. If I'd been more organized.
It's a good idea, and you can attach like lenses to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, wish I got that.
I was thinking like a cool backpack because I know you just use your Puma one, but like one that'll specifically fit your camera, your laptop, and whatever else in. But again, I was just not organized enough, and the Guernsey was the easiest option.
That's fair enough. It was still good.
Yeah.
Well done. It's always next year.
There's always next year. Anyway, that's it for this week. Let's wrap it up. Shall we?
Quick catch up. I think quick catch up. We'll see how long it goes, but just wanted to touch base and after the massive episode last week.
Yeah. It was a big episode last week. And proper thanks to Ben for all his patience last week.
He did well.
Did everything to make it more comfortable for us as well.
You're right. And as Jules said, let us know what you think. Well, should we say what we're thinking with live episodes? Because Jules, you mentioned I don't know how you worded it, but you thought have a few drinks, record a pod. Might make it a bit of a different vibe though. We could go live on YouTube, bit of Rogue Fridays sort of feel to it. But
the Friday catch up, I reckon.
Yeah, not so much content based, just catching up with your old mates. Us.
I reckon we should also have one in front of a live studio audience.
Who are you gonna? What? Just the Carlton footy club?
Probably just be Paddy. and
no, Casey would make the trip down, I reckon.
Okay, Casey will come down. Yeah, so true. But no, there are a few ideas that we've got, especially after talking to Ben. But definitely another live episode on a Friday night or something like that, or a Thursday night where people can tune in. We'll have a couple of drinks and we'll have some good chats. But that'll come up. Aside from that, we're working on our next guest as always working on a next guest. If there's someone you would like us to talk to, let us know and we'll get in touch with them.
Well, that's what we tell the listeners anyway.
Oh, we try. We actually do message people.
Yeah, we've got a spreadsheet going. We do have a list going.
But yeah, apart from that, Barks, I hope you have a good week. Your first week as a 29-year-old. Hope it goes well. To all our listeners out there, thank you for always tuning in to your favourite sports content podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode. Or as always, you can listen in on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And full episodes with our beautiful faces are up on our YouTube channel. You can comment on them now as well.
Yeah, do it. Not full episode though, as I didn't hit record in time. So
partial episode.
And final shout out to Tony Cork's Pro. What was it? Tony Cork's Pro Sealers.
Pro Sealers.
Sponsored by
Sponsor, yeah.
Cork's.
This
Yeah, it's a bit
episode
of a
proudly
mouthful,
brought to you
actually.
by Tony Cork's Pro Sealers.
Nice.
We
Use
should
that as
tag
a
him in the
sting.
post and see what happens.
Let's do it. All right. Thank you, Julian.
All
You've
right.
been good. Thanks, everyone. Catch you next week.
See you, everyone.